Hi everyone, lovely to see you on this Tuesday night. So thanks for joining. So I thought we'd get everyone together tonight just to have a little bit of a talk. We're still very excited here in Australia, for those that aren't in Australia, about the products that we now have readily available to us, which are the Naara, which is skincare you can drink, and also the AMPM. So I just wanted to sort of quickly reiterate about just a really brief summary on what we know about the Naara in particular. So Naara comes in a box like this, and it's individual sachets like this. And I actually mix it up in my Zen shake, so I have it like that. Personally, I don't prefer the taste by itself, so I tend to mix it up. So that's just what I do. So what we know about the ingredients are that there's 5 grams of true marine collagen, and there's also some vitamins, C, E, niacin, B6, 12, biotin, pantothenic acid, there's some zinc in there and some sodium in there. So all of those combined really help to support our collagen in our body. Now, we all know that collagen is one of the key factors in the skin, but the other interesting thing is that collagen obviously also forms the ground substance of the other soft tissues of our body. So I just wanted to start with a Naara testimonial, and then I'll put it around to everyone else to talk about what they've experienced so far with Naara, because we've had it here for probably about 6 weeks. Would that be right, girls?
Yeah. Roughly about.
Yep. So at the time that I started taking the Naara, hi Sue, I actually was still struggling with a knee injury. I'd fallen over on a track one time when I was doing an event and had a bruise on my knee and injured my kneecap. And so I'd been pushing past, like just putting up with it and pushing past it, doing whatever I could for my injury. And you know, I'm a physio, I've got access to machinery and stuff like that, and I was doing all the things that I felt that I needed to do. What I noticed within a couple of weeks of taking Naara is that it suddenly turned the corner. My injury turned the corner. Nothing else changed, but my injury turned the corner. So I do believe that the Naara had a great impact on the healing of my collagen in my damaged patellar tendon. So aside from the fact that my skin feels even softer than usual, and that I am starting to notice my very, very thin breakable nails are actually becoming stronger. So they're the things that I've noticed. So would anyone else like to share their testimonial about Naara? Jacinta?
Well, I've been taking it for, probably about 4 weeks. My nails are noticeably stronger. Like, I definitely noticed that. My skin, I think, is feeling better. I just felt like my skin was quite good before. Although I don't know whether any of you guys have had any effects from just breaking off from the Naara, but when you're going on the Zen detox, does your skin detox as well? Because mine has had a bit of a detox over this last week. So then I'm like, okay, so what's happening with the Naara? So, but before that, I certainly feel a bit plumper. So yeah, no, I'm loving it. I love the flavour. I have it with vanilla as well, the vanilla fuse. But I have it on its own. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I have it by itself, and I deliberately took some photos because my nails are, they've never been great. I've always been a biter of my nails, and whilst I haven't bitten them for the last couple of years, they've just never been in great shape. A few times I've tried to get, all the different kinds of polishes and this and that put on them, and I found that was fine. They grew wet while that was on there. And then when I took it off, they were absolutely so thin, and they just all they were like layers of nail kind of peeling back. And I've always been quite embarrassed, just of my nails, because they're just not my thing. And so I took photos at the conference deliberately, and then that is absolutely the first thing I noticed now. So I'm going to take some after photos as well. because they're so strong, which compared to what they were. So that's awesome. And they're growing really well. But the other thing is as well, I've been happy with my skin using the products, but I've got that kind of skin where I would have like a little bit of redness to my skin all the time. If I wasn't wearing any makeup at all, there's always like a little bit of rosiness in my cheek. It's not rosacea or anything, like that, but just a tiny amount. Like I'm always one of those people that if I'd have a glass of wine or something, I'd go red. That's my skin type. And I did a Facebook Live on J5 Stars the other day, because that was the one thing that really surprised me when I was in the car looking in the mirror, where you see everything on your face, that my cheeks weren't red and I wasn't wearing any makeup. And so I'd have to credit that to the Naara of improving my skin in that sense as well. So I know I've followed a makeup artist who was using a collagen supplement and said it's absolutely changed his life. This is for his skin, and so I was really intrigued to see. And I think now going forward that it's going to be something that people who have got some problem skin would definitely want to be taking. We always have recommended Reserve, but this is something that you're going to definitely add to a regime. I've got a girl at the moment who's got really angry skin, and I'm like, you have to try the Naara as well as, using the skincare. So, the one thing that I want to see as well is I have some little white spots on my nails, which I have researched, and some research says that's like deficiency in different, maybe zinc or there's a bit of different research out there. So I'm interested to see what happens with that, because I know there is zinc in the Naara. And then also I just am interested to see what my hairdresser says as well, because she hasn't seen me since I started using it as well. It's just interesting to say, what kind of condition do you think my hair's in, for someone who doesn't know, like that you've been taking it and your scalp and just everything like that. So I've been really impressed with the Naara.
Cool. That's interesting. I didn't expect that there'd be like a result like that with the redness. That's sort of surprising to me, but that's great. And maybe it is because of that combination of the vitamins in it as well. Like it's a good combination that helps with the inflammation as well. So that's awesome.
But Keely, but you also take AMPM alongside it, right? As well. Yes. So it's quite difficult to quantify which one is working where, because I've always taken AMPM. Naara I have been taking, but not every day, I must admit, because I sometimes forget. I like having it on my own in a very cold glass of water, because that's really refreshing as just a drink during the day sometimes. Also, like Keely, found my nails have definitely improved. Definitely, because I've also, just from even having, what do you call those gelish things on for 1 year, it absolutely ruined them, and I vow I'd never do that again. But the nail strength has definitely got better. And I do feel that the decolletage part here, where I've got lots of sun damage, that has definitely improved in terms of the wrinkles and the sun damage spots and stuff. So, look, I'm just going to try and take it more frequently, but I just think it's a great product, and it's launching in Singapore in July, so that's awesome as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. So our ladies that have joined, Libby's joined and Sue Ferguson has joined. Maybe they've got something to say.
Hi there, girls. Haven't seen you for ages. I'm sorry I've been so not present, but I'm here. I was looking forward to hearing this call because, Keely, I absolutely loved your video. It was just so good. And really keen to know how my nails go as well. I had really, really soft, flaky nails until I started taking AMPM. And it was one of the first things I noticed about that. So looking forward to seeing what the collagen does as well. And I've got really shocking wrinkles here, actually, Ange. So, maybe I'll get rid of my wrinkles in my décolletage. But, no, it's great to see you. So, sorry I haven't been very present of late. Anyway.
It's okay, we forgive you, Liv. It's so nice to see you.
Oh, thank you. I do keep up with you all, don't worry. It's just Yeah, just, you know, sometimes your focus is just elsewhere. And
That's
at the
right.
moment, you know, with our new business and everything else, and to be honest, I'm really loving just enjoying my customers, and that's just the focus that I've got at the moment. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Ah, it looks like Penny's joined us.
Oh, there's
Maybe I hope.
Can we see you, Penny? Can you put your video on?
Otherwise, we've got two
Ah.
Sues. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hi, Pen.
Hi, Pen.
Hello, Pen.
Hello, can you hear us?
Can
Penny.
you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, now we can.
Hello. So we've just been talking about.
I can't hear anyone.
Oh, Penny, sort that out. Sue, hello, can you hear us?
I can hear you, but I can't. You can't see me. I haven't got my camera on. Sorry.
No, that's right. Have you tried the Naara at all?
No, I was interested. I watched Keely's video as well, and I was gobsmacked with it. So I'm going to go down that line for customers. I thought that's why I wanted to tune in tonight and see
Awesome.
how it's going.
Yeah, awesome. So you've heard all of our different testimonials. We haven't heard from Penny yet. She's got to sort her sound out.
Can you hear
There you
me?
go. Yes, we can.
Woo! I'm here.
Welcome. We were just going
Congratulations, Grandma. She's
Oh, thank you. I look like a tired mother because it feels like I am. Baby in the house. Wow, wow. But it's wonderful. Thank you very much.
So Penny, we were just going around the table. We were talking about our experiences so far with Naara. I'm not sure if you've been taking it at all.
I haven't started Naara, so I can't do that yet. I'm starting it actually tomorrow. My box arrived. It went somewhere around the world, but it's here with me now, so fantastic.
Awesome. Oh, well, we'll look forward to hearing about how you go with it.
I missed it. Is this a recorded session?
It is.
Oh, okay, so I will listen to it. I was going to say, tell me about it, but I will listen to it after. It's fantastic. Please,
Okay.
Naara.
Cool. Okay, cool. So has anyone got anything else to add about Naara?
I was going to say, just ask a question. Would you think it would be a good idea to, like, because I take a water bottle to work every day, like just put it in your water bottle for the day, or do you have to drink it pretty quickly?
Well, see, it's got vitamins in it, a number of different vitamins, and I'm not sure how long they would just sort of last sitting in water in the light. So
Okay.
I don't think I'd just sip it. I think you'd have to consume it,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You do need to shake it up. Like I spoke to a few people about them just stirring it into a cup, and it doesn't you don't want any granules or anything in it. So I actually just put it in a water bottle, shake it up, and then drink it straight away, just a small water bottle.
Yeah.
So that's how but it is nice actually to, if you shake it up and then put ice in it, or use really cold water like Ange said. It's actually really refreshing, I think. I haven't actually tried it in do you take it with Zen Fit, Sue, or Zen Fuse?
I take it with a fuse, and I do actually. I had a bit of trouble with blending it up, so it frustrated me because it stayed in globules. So I just put it in my blender with my fuse and just mix it up like that.
Yeah, I do it in my blender as well, but today I had it with a Fit as a combination. It was very sweet.
Yeah.
But I actually quite liked it. So it was, not bad.
It definitely blends without being in a blender if you just put a lid on a water bottle and shake, or a shaker and shake it. Yeah, but you just got to give it a decent shake. Because the reason I was looking into that as well is because we've got some hairdressers who are looking that they would have it available to their clients to have a glass of it while they're having a service done, and we were looking at, could you just pour water in over ice and then add it to it and stir it, and it's just not, you'd have to out the back shake it up and then pour it in with ice, and then it would be really a refreshing drink to have, as opposed to whatever other drink you have when you go to the hairdressers or something like that. So that's where we came up with that.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Because the reality is people pay $5 for a coffee. So there's not at all a reason why people wouldn't pay to have a collagen drink.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
because of you, especially if you have the information in front of you about what's actually in it and what it's doing for you. I think people, I spoke with a lady yesterday who tried the skincare range in her salon up in Brisbane, and she said it wasn't a fit, but she was desperate to know about the Naara, and she said that something like that would be much easier for her. She believes in that, more of that internal health coming out, I guess, more so as well. So I think it just depends on what the person, what they're looking for. But also price is a big point for salons and things like that. Price is the key, really, as well, and who their clients are. So,
So what does it work out, Keely, what does it work out per sachet in Australia?
So wholesale works out at $3.33 per sachet, wholesale. So, so you can look at what you would make on that, depending on, I mean, I've got a hairdresser who says she could easily, with her clientele, have that for $8. But other people, maybe not that much. It retails for $70, so you buy it for $50, retail for $70. So there's a 40% markup. Most they're looking for anywhere from 30 to 80%, I think, in a markup on a product in the shop. So it's easy money though if people love it, because you don't have to do anything. Like you don't
exactly.
You know, I've done lots of research with the Envy, which I'm really keen to get out and about as well, but that requires training and it requires technique and it requires knowledge, whereas Naara is very simple.
You just drink it.
Like, pour it in, drink it.
Drink it and see the results.
And stuff.
It's really easy.
So Keely, what are you sending? What information are you sending to your customers?
Well, all we've got is that Jacinta made up that awesome flyer. So I'm actually sending that because that's probably got the best information for people on it. And then they can actually just, anyone who wants that can print it out themselves. And then we've only really got that other Naara short clip.
That short one. But also, like, if you click on your website with the link to Naara, that's where I got all that information from for the flyer.
Yeah.
I just screenshotted and made created it. Yeah.
There is that clip, that short clip you're talking about is the one on the website, is it? Because there is a short clip under products under Naara on the website.
And in J Mobile,
Yeah.
In J Mobile as well,
Yeah, so there's that one that you can share. I put it in the J5 Stars page, and
fantastic.
Yeah.
But I really loved yours, Keely. I think that was, that's great testimonial.
Yeah, can you share that if it's in a page?
Yeah, you can, but you've just got to click on, there's a drop down link when you click on the video and you can copy the link.
Yeah. So if anyone wanted to share that with someone. Yeah. So I think it would be good as well if we did any videos like that, more random or more frequently in J5 Stars.
Testimonials.
Really, just if anyone's got anything that they wanted to share, doesn't matter what it's about, because videos really are, so
just the
way forward with information and stuff like that. So if anyone wants to share any testimonials about anything, that would be awesome.
Who's up next for that?
Nobody's putting their hands up.
Just get in there, girls.
What do people, Jacinta and I were talking about this, what do people send for AMPM?
Yeah. Normally, Dr. Amzalags. I normally just use his because it's like easier, but I do understand that it's longer and his accent gets to people.
How long is that?
I think about 10, is it?
10, 15 minutes,
I sent Dr. Amzalags just on Monday to that new customer that I've just brought in. And I just say to her, go to the 3.57 minute mark. That's the bit that you really want to know. And so they're not sitting through the whole 10-minute video. So it's really, they just want to know what's it going to do for me and how am I going to feel. And so that's when he says, so how are you going to feel? So then he says, you have more energy, you have this, you have that, blah, blah, blah. So that's, a lot of people don't want to know about the science and how it's actually formed and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I do.
Okay, that's
Good
good.
idea.
Yeah.
3.57 mark, was it?
Oh, yeah. That's something like that.
Roughly.
Love your work.
I'll just mute myself. I've got a lot of action going on now.
Is that?
And also, I am going to start running a weekly Zen customer overview. So like a 30-minute just overview. So really friendly for people just to jump on and invite. It won't be a business presentation or anything like that, because I think that's really the only the way forward to just try and create the momentum. So I've got people who have done the program and loved it and are happy to get their friends who want to do it on, but they're not interested in the business. They don't really know necessarily how to share it. But if we have a platform like that, then it's like, this is the link. If your friend wants to know how you're looking and feeling great, then hop on with them and tell them, to jump on. And that's really just to get in front of more customers and create more of a movement that way. So I've put that out not just to J5 Stars, but to some other people as well, because we really want to have strength in numbers there and get as many people on that and get that happening as much as we can, because we are we really haven't been able to bring on anyone to drive that movement from the health space yet. So the best way forward is to just keep getting people to do the program and realize how good it is, and then that will happen. So, but there's probably been a bit of a stall in that. Like, we're slightly lagging behind Brazil, who sold $14 million worth of product in one weekend, but we'll be fine.
Oh, that's amazing.
Bit of a shame we didn't have a business there.
So you're talking about Thursday fortnightly. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I'm going to do it 3 weeks in a row just to get cranking with, and if we're getting support with that and numbers and things like that, I'm happy to do it every week. And until we can kind of get cranking a bit with it. But if no one supports it or is inviting people on, so we can just gauge it a bit. But I feel like if that's going out to everyone, like even actually people who I've got some friends in Jeunesse who aren't in J5 as well, like Cherry, and people like that who really want to get in on it as well. And I'm like, do you know what? I think it just is so much better for everyone if there's more people behind it and more momentum, and that's the way I think is the best.
I wonder, Keely, if you should put a little message on, you may have already, in the Youthful Young, what's that group called?
Forever Young.
Forever Young.
Yeah,
because they're all customers.
Yeah, that's such a big customer group.
Yeah. Definitely happy to put that in there.
Yeah,
for sure. But so it would be just, I don't know, it would be awesome if anyone wants to support that, just to try and at least get one person on who's been interested.
Absolutely.
So just to know a little bit more about it, Keely, like I have to excuse myself for Thursday night because I'm at school that night, so I can't participate. But are you saying that if I have someone that's interested in doing the ZP8 as a customer, they can jump in without me even, because I always feel bad if you're not on, you should be there, but Thursday nights I can't do.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's the whole idea. Yeah.
So then how is that scheduled? Like each week, is it you're covering different points, or how is that going to be mapped out?
No, I'm just going to do the same presentation for the first 3 weeks, just to different.
Okay.
Yeah. So the same person wouldn't get on to it, like same customer. Like
okay, so it's not a learning. All right.
Yeah. So this is for brand new people. Obviously, the distributors would, if they had a new person to bring on, would try and get on if they could. Yeah. They don't have to be on there, but obviously, either way.
Good support.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. Awesome.
Yeah. Just the same one. Obviously, it would naturally I would use the same PowerPoint, but I try and use people's testimonials as well that we know. And Jacinta's going to do her before and after shots. Woo!
Woo! Don wouldn't let me take photos of him.
Oh, We'll get
I'll
John's
try and sneak
details,
one.
get his measurements.
He's really enjoying it though, so that's good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great.
So yeah, if anyone's got any photos, so we definitely need to use your like from an athlete's kind of point of view as well. Like it's good to have all different sorts of people that aren't necessarily trying to lose a lot of weight. Same with it's good to have different people's stories. So anyone who wants to send me any photos or anyone that they've had do the program or anything like that, then because really the photos are what people want to see, I think. And then I'm conscious of keeping it for half an hour. Like it would be good to let people share.
And Michelle.
Michelle. It'll be good to let people share on there, but I don't want it to be one of those things that drags on for an hour.
Yeah.
When you get on,
short and sweet.
Feel so excited about how they're feeling, and then it's like 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
Changed my life. Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing, but yeah. So
that'll be awesome, Keely.
Send it through. Send your bikini shots through.
Goodness, I'll have to hunt them down. Ages ago when I intended on doing it the first time. I've had a few attempts.
Oh, that's awesome, Keely.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good job. So with AMPM, so we've got our AMPM here now in Australia, and they come in these huge bottles.
They're ginormous.
They're huge. And the ingredients are listed, but they're listed on the outside. If you remember that we used to have to peel it off and show the list of ingredients, but now they're listed on the outside, which is probably marginally better, except it's pretty small writing. So, yeah, I mean, I guess great thing about AMPMs is we can now include them in a startup package, which is fantastic. Like I feel like that's something that's always been quite limiting, because as Jacinta and Keely said before, everybody wants AMPMs. Like everybody could benefit from them. The most obvious benefits are the energy that you get in the daytime, and everybody notices their improvements in sleep at night time. So they're the two key things. If people want to know a bit more and a little bit more, I mean, it's not, you can't sort of feel it or prove it, but people are always really interested in DNA. So we know that they're formulated to protect and heal and repair the DNA. So some people may be interested in knowing that information. The other thing people are really interested in hearing about is stem cells. So the stem cells are the healing cells of our body that can change into whatever cell we need so that we can heal whatever part of us is broken. And the other thing about the AMPMs, just as a reminder for those that already know, is that they help to protect the pool of stem cells. So we're born with a certain number of stem cells, they're utilised through our life, they deplete, and eventually we don't have a lot of stem cells to help heal, but the AMPMs help to maintain our pool of stem cells, so it gives us the facility to heal. And so for some people that might actually be quite critically important. So just as a reminder of those kinds of things, you can't really, it's not really a testimonial as such, but it is something that people might like to hear. So is there anyone that would like to share their AMPM testimonial? Penny's got a good one.
Penny's got a great one.
Yes, please share.
All right. Well, it was really the AMPM that brought me into the company, and that was simply because of a conversation I had with Tracy Seacombe at the Sydney train station. And so it's interesting when you bump into people for a reason. And as we had a conversation, I was telling her that genetically I was low on iron, as is my daughter. So I always struggled with it, but didn't really know what it was. Even at the age of 18, I wasn't so much of a party girl. If I sat down in the evening, I'd just want to nod off. I still do that if I'm not careful, if I've come off. So what happened was Tracy just happened to mention, she was brand new to Jeunesse at the time, and she just said, hey, you want to try these? And I've always been open to trying things. I had an array of things in my cupboard, from green barley to spirulina, just everything. And I was like a little juggling, tablet thing going around in my tummy, trying all sorts of things. And I went on these tablets, and I'm a person to know that you don't just jump on something and expect results a week later. I was prepared to give it 3 months and get it in my system and see how it worked. But the beautiful thing for me was I went back to a doctor that often would do a blood test just to check where my iron levels were, because most of the time my iron level was never even on the chart. And they used to say to me, I can't believe you don't faint or you're dizzy when you get up. And I wasn't really any of those things, but I had a lot of, up and going myself anyway. So 3 months later, I went to the doctor and she did a blood test, and my iron's on the chart. And it was like unbelievable. She was really excited. And she said, what did I do that was different? And so I said, well, last 3 months I've been taking these tablets called AM and PM. And she said, what's in it? And I said, I don't know. I didn't even know that you could peel open the back by then. I didn't even know what was in it. I just went on the faith of someone else that I really liked to try them. So I did. And she said, could you bring them in? And next time I come in. So I did. And by that time, Tracy said, peel it back and you can see what's in it. So she had a look and she was really amazed at what was in it. But she said, do you know that there's no iron in this? And I said, I don't know what's in it. But that's when she went on to explain how clever these tablets were, because they are actually working with the stem cells in your body and helping them to function as they should. So they're helping my system to digest food better. So hence, I was getting better infusion through eating well, which I do eat well, and I was getting iron into my system better. So, wow. And my energy levels were totally up. I stopped having a nana nap and things like that. I just could keep going. I mean, I've had a nana nap all my life. I power nap 10 minutes and then I can keep going. And but the interesting thing was, my husband said to me, why are you bringing those in from the States? He didn't have a problem with them, but, just go up the road, fellas, just go up the road and buy the ones in the store up there. And I thought, I wasn't onto it, didn't have my next order. And so I thought, yeah, I might as well. I'll just go up to the local vitamin store and get some. And I did notice that my energy levels went down and I wasn't feeling as good. And I thought, mate, there must be something in that. There you go. And I've been on them ever since. Fantastic. Yeah, that's my story.
Thanks for sharing.
And Penny, have you been taking the new version, the Australian version?
No, I haven't. I'm just about to run out of the ones I've had, because I always keep a good supply pretty much. Off and on, I've come off them actually, just because I haven't quite kept my supply up for a couple of weeks. Instantly, I noticed a difference. And I have to say, the other thing I noticed was, I don't know, as I got older, I get a bit, I want to say arthritic knuckles and hands. I get up in the morning and just think, oh, they're a bit stiff. But when I'm on them, I don't experience that at all. So, yeah, no, I'm yet to, probably by the end of the week, Keely, I'll be on to the Aussie ones, and hopefully that will be just as super good. Yeah. Because there is an ingredient change. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's on the website. I just saw that today. It just states it really clearly in red, the difference of what's been omitted from it. But I have to say, I have not had any difference with how, like I'm still sleeping like a log and all those things. So I can't say that it's, all I can say is it's just as good. So that's good. I don't know if anyone else has got any feedback on that.
No, I haven't noticed any difference. I think they're just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're exactly the same.
The tablets are a little bit bigger.
The tablets are large.
Oh, they're bigger than the ones that I have tried.
Big bottles, big tablets.
And do you take a day instead of 2? Is that what the recommended dose is? Someone mentioned that.
I spoke to Rachel about that too, and still Dr. G and Papa suggests still take 2, even though it says 1 on the bottle. It's still good to take 2.
And are the bottles like a month's worth if you take 2, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 60 tablets.
Okay, yeah.
And on the website it says 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
The website it says
does.
2.
It's the
Yeah, the
bottle.
bottle it says 1.
TGA, so they did the same with Zen Shape, because to get it TGA approved, they're very strict. They say they only write 1 on the bottle, but it's the same with Zen Shape. You can, I was taking like 4 Zen Shape a day when I did that, 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. So yeah, that's just due to like the legal reasons that they put that on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Same with the asthma, not to be taken by asthma and allergy sufferers. That's just all to do with the royal jelly ingredient in it, which is a very small amount, but they have to write that on the front of the pack to cover themselves, even though it's like a minuscule amount. Yeah. So that's what that's about.
See you, Ange.
Bye.
Ange's got to run
girls.
away.
Yeah,
She's gotta
sorry. It's just that this time of night, it's 7 o'clock our time. So, but lovely to chat. Oh, I don't want to interrupt. So just carry on, and I'll listen to the last bit on the recording.
Lovely to
Thanks,
see
girls. You too.
See you, Ange. Oh, hang on before you go. Press screen. Okay, everyone has to take a photo. Are you going to do it, Sue?
I can't do it from where
I'll do it. Ready? Hey, 1, 2, 3. Done.
Awesome. Okay, girls. Bye.
Bye. See you, lovely.
Oh.
Can I just say, Pen, that was a really good testimonial. Can you do a little testimonial on your own that we could share?
I absolutely
That's really, I've never heard that before. And it's really powerful to hear coming from a doctor as your doctor. That's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to. And I have to say that one of the girls in my team, Catherine, she sells a ton of these AM and PMs. So does Lizzie. Just amazing amount she's ordering all the time. And her mother has passed away since, and she absolutely believed it prolonged her quality of life while she battled with her cancer.
Wow.
And, she was here a lot longer, and and I know you can't go around and say this is going to cure and do anything but when you've got something that, well, how also the doctors put it to me, when you've got something that's so nutritional as what these tablets are, all it's really doing is giving our body that support that it needs, because we don't always get all the best nutrition even from our food today, and
exactly.
And it's all there in one little jar, and to sleep well, and plus I could rave about it, being a menopausal woman. I don't want to kill anybody anymore. I think it's AMPM
That's just the best. Can you put that in the testimonial as well?
Everyone's safe from me. No, it's okay. I love you.
Another tablet.
Yeah.
Lie down, Fanny. Here's another tablet.
My mum actually did a testimonial about that as well. About she was crazy with the menopause, and the AMPMs. Her and my dad are like, "Wow, this stuff is amazing." But the sleep was a big one for her during menopause. She would be up all night, and then she couldn't get out of bed in the morning because she'd bonk out at early hours of the morning after kind of being awake all night. And so she just couldn't, she would not want to get out of bed then till like 9 o'clock, kind of 10 o'clock, or have that. Yeah, so it was just all out of whack. So it was a huge marker. I've got a number of women of that age who take the tablets, but also I was saying people that are really, really stringent with money order these tablets every month. And that for me is a very good indication of a good product.
Yeah.
Like super tight people.
Yeah, they'd be in prison otherwise. They have to take them.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. One thing that I listened to, and you girls might have heard it, was Dr. Vincent Jim Papa said that sometimes it's good to separate. It's good to have one in the morning and then have another one at lunchtime. because it actually gives you that morning energy and then prolongs it for the day, especially if you've got a really big day ahead of you. I mean, I don't do that all the time, but sometimes I do it that way, and it's quite good.
That's interesting, yeah.
And that it completely dissolves. So there's no fillers. It's so pure, it completely dissolves in water, whereas with other tablets, there's always something floating around in the water. So, yeah.
Can you, just as a question, because I really, really personally struggle, I know Jacinta, you and I have talked about it, about swallowing the tablets. I find them incredibly big. I've choked God knows how many times. I know there's somebody mentioned somewhere along the way that you could actually put them into like a cup of tea or something like that. Are you going to lose a lot of the power if it's now dissolved into a hot cup of tea or something like that?
I probably wouldn't drink it like that. If I were you, I would
blend it.
Put it in the
blender with your fuse.
Yeah,
can you crush it?
Yeah, I do crush it, but then obviously the outer coating is kind of quite tends to sort of separate itself. So I actually then pull it away, and then I actually mix it in with the yogurt. But it's also time consuming that then I actually just don't bother because I can't be bothered. It's taking me too long to deal with it.
Where is it that it comes in a sachet?
Hong Kong.
No, I haven't seen it in a sachet. No. But I think somebody once upon a time said, well, just drop it into a hot cup of tea. But then what happens, it all sits in the bottom. The tea doesn't taste very nice. And then, of course, you then got the
you can put it in room temperature water and like if you got up, put it in room temperature water and then came back to it mid-morning, it would all be, you can stir it around, all be dissolved and drink it just as a drink, no worries.
Yeah,
I've never tried it that way.
A doctor on YouTube did that. I watched her. Who's that American lady who's done a gazillion videos? I think she's a doctor, a naturopath or something, but she did that exactly because she wanted to show people while she was talking about it how it just dissolved, right?
Okay.
Like it took 10 minutes or something, but she said it's absolutely fine to take it.
Can you try that, Michelle?
But a hot water ruin it.
I definitely will. It's just, I feel like I could really benefit from it. I know my sort of, I just feel that I could do with the goodness from the AMPM. I've obviously read and listened and continue to hear amazing testimonials, and I know I could benefit, but I just absolutely cannot swallow them. If I break them, they still got very sharp edges. So I just really want to find a way that I can actually consume them. I mean, I do, and I crush them and I put them into yogurt, but what it's doing is taking me too much time. So I start with, all very keen for 3 or 4 days, and then I get bored because I'm in a hurry, and then I don't bother, and then I just feel that I'm wasting my time, and I just feel like I'm sort of slightly throwing money away because they're not cheap, but I feel like I need to actually benefit from them. So just trying to find another way that I could actually benefit. I mean, part of me thought about sort of pureeing or liquidizing the whole lot of them, but then of course they're then sitting oxidized already for a period of time, and I don't think that would probably be much good either.
Yeah.
Do you take a bottle of water with you wherever you go, or do you carry a bottle of water to drink?
But that's actually a good idea, isn't it?
Can you start?
A bottle of water. Put it in your bottle of water. Take your bottle of water with you. Then by the time it's dissolved, shake it up and drink it that way.
Yeah. That's a good idea, because I did do this test when I know they said that actually the difference between the AMPM and other vitamins is that it will fully dissolve, whereas other ones you'll see it still sort of sitting at the bottom of the room temperature water, whereas the AMPM, I did do that the other day and noticed actually it does start dissolving, and perhaps that's the best way forward for me, and certainly just start with maybe just taking the ones during the day and then progress to including the night ones.
See how you go. Let us know how you go, Michelle.
Yeah, I will. It's just, I just know that I need to, it would be good for me, but I'm struggling just because I'm struggling to take them.
Yeah, there's no way of getting those sachets, is there?
Yeah, Hong Kong was where they had the sachets of it.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Do you know anyone in Hong Kong?
No, but I didn't even know they even produced them. I mean, if they did it in the sachet, then I would definitely look at that option, even if I had to bring it in from somewhere.
Yeah, it was definitely Hong Kong that's got the sachet.
Yeah. We'll look into that, Michelle.
So it's like Naara, like the way that Naara sachet.
See, that's fine for me. That's absolutely fine because it's easy. It's just a quick
Yeah.
But it's the tablets. I think I must have a very small esophagus or whatever you like to call it, because everything gets stuck in there.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law's exactly the same, cannot swallow tablets.
No.
So I
No.
hear what you're saying, Michelle. It's not uncommon.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, actually, I show them to, they go, oh my God, no, we can't do that. And then of course they immediately get put off. So it's, if there was a way that I could,
horses, not humans.
well, this is it. And then when you have to take 2 of them at that, I mean, it's getting 1 down is bad enough. Now you have to think about taking 2. And by that stage I've choked. And so it's,
Yeah.
I just throw them all in and off they go.
you're so lucky. You're so lucky.
Yeah.
And she's got a big esophagus.
I do.
So it looks like you've got to get used to carrying a water around with you, Michelle.
Yes.
Well, actually, do you know what? That would be no bad thing. I'm not very good at that, so that would be no bad thing. So perhaps that's the starting point.
The one time.
Exactly. I might then start looking 10 years younger.
Take a bit of Naara as well. Put it in there as well.
Well, I'm waiting to get my hands on that too. You know, anything that I can get will be extremely helpful.
Be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, we love it.
It's only a matter of time, gorgeous.
Can you hear Sue?
Yeah, no, I've got some orders, so
yeah.
we're getting some. I'm getting some in July.
Good.
Do you take AMPM, Sue?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Have you had a good result? Have you had a good result with them?
Yep.
I meant Sue Ferguson listening.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I take AM and PM always. I love them. But I don't have a swallowing problem.
Yeah. No, sorry. I couldn't remember if you did or not, because I know you've been awesome on the Zen, and I need you to send me some photos too, because I want to include you in my presentation, Sue.
Oh, the bikini light. I've just kept going with Zen, and I just it stopped all my menopausal everything, my vertigo. It's just stopped everything. It's brilliant.
Wow.
So I just keep going on it. Yeah.
You've been awesome at staying the course with it. You're a great testimonial.
I've just lost my sweet tooth now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
A double dabble, but I look forward to Naara.
Yes.
I'll try and get some this month and give it a go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But AMPM it's worth every bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
But the bottles, I can't understand why they make the bottles so big.
I don't know what their theory on that is. Maybe it's so they can get all the ingredients written on.
Yeah. Because it's the same size as the shapes in shape.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it doesn't need to be that big. Yeah.
Maybe it's an economy thing.
No.
Reuse the bottles.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah. No, all products I haven't been disappointed with any of the products. They're all good.
I know, that's the problem, isn't it? You just want...
I know, but I've got to try new ones too. I want to make sure I try. That's why I came on with the Naara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you take some photos of your skin before you start using it, because, you know, often you can't maybe see it with the naked eye, but then if you look back on a photo...
okay.
Well, so do that.
Your testimony was great, Keely.
I loved it, yeah.
Yeah, I've always struggled to get rid of those rosy cheeks.
Things you do in your car.
Does anyone else think that though? When you get in your car, you can see everything.
Yes.
You're like,
it's a scary
whoa.
thought.
Your makeup looked amazing in the bathroom, and then it looked shocking in the car.
Except for envy, then you look flawless.
But you can tell if it gets a bit, you know, cakey, where you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
Right. So has anyone else got anything they want to talk about? Testimonial about AMPM? No.
Oh, I can't do without it. And I agree with the girls. Like, if I've run out, I hit the wall, and you can tell. So I went for a month without it, and it was not good for anybody around me. That's how I felt. I just felt like I lacked energy. I wasn't sleeping as well. But Dr. Vincent Giampapa does say that. He says to go on them for 3 months or however long, minimum 3 months, and then take a break for them, and you'll tell, you know, you'll know for yourself how you feel, and I really back that. I think I always tell people to do that. If you don't believe me, then don't, go off them for a couple of weeks and you'll know that they work.
Yeah, that's so true. Because a lot of people do that. They think, I'm feeling fabulous. I know I'll be able to give it a miss this month. And then I have that all the time with people. They're like, oh no, I really need them again.
Absolutely.
We actually built our whole business to Sapphire off of AMPM and Reserve.
Yeah.
So, because when Joe joined Janess, even though he bought an ambassador pack, he was wanting to try the Reserve for himself and the AMPM for his sport, because he was playing sport and just recovery from playing footy and things like that, was feeling so sore all the time. And so he had such a great result with AMPM Reserve. And for me, having little tiny kids at that point, I could not, even if they were asleep, I couldn't sleep because I was just wired looking at them, are they breathing? I could hear everything. Just that whole mother, like where your mind can't calm. I think, it's probably
slow down,
well. And I found they got me through between, having to feed the baby or whatever, like I could actually sleep properly for a few hours at a time, as opposed to feeling like, did I even sleep in between feeding the baby that time, or I can't actually remember if I slept or not, sort of thing. So it was just more that when I did fall asleep, I could actually get deep sleep. And now I really credit them to, I've looked a lot more into it now about how important sleep is with all my stuff with Zen. Sleep is so important if you want to lose weight. Like it is absolutely crucial for your body to repair and rest. And also looking at things like your cortisol levels and stress and all of those kind of things. So being able to get some quality sleep is having huge impacts on people's lives, so you could literally be just running a million miles an hour, eating all the right things and this and that and other, but just not getting hardly any sleep, and be wondering why I can't shift weight or I can't, things like that. So I think combined, for people in high stress jobs, but like there is no one, I was saying this to Jacinta, like there is no one who doesn't want these products, because like think of the target market with mums, with shift workers, with menopausal women, with the people like who, I don't know who for me doesn't fit in that category with our lives these days, unless you're living at like Byron Bay on a commune living the dream. But I don't know anyone else who's doing that. I think that's for everyone. So I absolutely love it.
Same.
Great.
Can't live without them. Well, that's good. So we'll finish it up there. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.